top of the morning to you, or afternoon or evening, wherever you are in this amazing world. My name is Seth Kniep, and my friend here.
Hi guys, hope you're having a good evening or good morning wherever you are in the world. And tonight we have some really cool, another really good product research issue of the webinars, and I hope you guys enjoy it.
And this is Dan, and I am Seth. And someday we're going to start a TV show, a radio show and a TV show, the Seth and Dan Show. And it's going to be really cool. And it's going to be all about product research for Amazon.
Sure, maybe even a radio show.
Absolutely. We could do satellite radio or something like that. I want to say hello to Carrie. Good to see you. Hello, Bob. Hello, Amanda. Good morning. Hello, Tyler. Hello, Maria. Marina. Dale. Itishri. Good to see you. Hello, Stephanie. How are you? Hello, Antone. Asaf. Great to see you guys. Hope you guys are having a really good day. It's really cool to see the Australian community growing. We have a lot of new people from Australia coming in. It's exciting. Australia is one of the places that my wife and I are going to be visiting next year. Or let's see, this year we visit New York. Next year we visit New Zealand. And we are going to go to Australia as well. So if anyone from Australia wants to meet up, we can do that. And this August, we will be in New York City. We'll be staying in Lower Manhattan. So if anyone wants to meet up for that as well, we'll be honored to meet you guys. Cool. Well, Dan and I are going to start this off a little different. We're going to tackle a topic that keeps coming up. It's about the differences between a sole proprietorship, an LLC, and a C Corp. And I'll let Dan start the conversation because this is really important.
Yeah, so thanks, Seth. So a big question that keeps coming up, especially for a lot of, for all of us sellers, but a lot for those who are selling in the US, who live outside of the US. And setting up a business in the US and how to go about doing that and who to contact and how to get an address and how to get a bank account. And in researching this for sellers on the group, I came across quite a cool company that I haven't used personally to do this. And Seth hasn't used this aspect of their program either. However, he has used their payment services. And the company is called Stripe, and they're offering a program called Atlas. And if you take part in this program called Atlas, what they will do is actually set you up from A to Z or A to Z, and provide all those types of little details that you're probably worrying about in trying to set up a foreign business. So they'll take care of the bank account and all these things. But something I was a little bit concerned about is that they set you up as a C Corp. And that got me thinking and researching a C Corp as opposed to an LLC, because everyone speaks about LLC. You've got to do an LLC. And in doing that research, I came across a few people who are actually saying that a C Corp can be more beneficial in terms of tax than an LLC. Another advantage of a C Corp, just on this note, is that it's very good for, in our case, we don't need this so much, but it's very good for raising capital, or if you want to get involved with VCs and things like this. Maybe you want to start a very big line of products and you need to raise capital by maybe running an IPO, or maybe you get to that stage, or if you're considering something like that, then a C Corp is also beneficial. But I just thought, and I know Seth agrees, maybe we should just share that with the group and all of you. And maybe you want to look into Atlas for setting your company up in the US as a type of sort of turnkey project to doing that. So you can, if you want to do that, you can just go to their site. It'll be stripe.com, and then in there you'll see a section called Atlas.
Yep, I just entered the link into the chat for you guys. And keep in mind the advantage of a C Corp. This is the reason Just One Dime is an LLC and we're becoming an S Corp, is because the IRS, at least in the US, requires you to take a reasonable salary from your corporation. Reasonable so that people don't want a large salary because you get taxed more. you're going to pay 2 levels of taxes, one on your company, your corporation, and one for yourself. But the ones you pay for yourself are going to be higher. They're going to be close to 33, sometimes 40% off your personal income, depending on what tax bracket you're in, which is dependent on how much you make, because the more you make, the higher percentage they charge you for tax. And then on the other side, your corporation pays taxes. And some people say, well, that's double taxation. But the personal taxes are 15% higher than the corporation taxes. So I actually save more money being a corporation than an LLC on taxes. So if this is helpful for you guys, keep that in mind. Tell them you know, Seth. Oh, tell them you know. I thought you were saying tell them you know, Seth, but your grammar is correct, Carrie. Tell them you know, Seth. Got it.
So Seth, something I just want to jump in here. So Paul is saying something that I was actually concerned about in researching this company, and he's saying they actually turned him down because of e-commerce, and that it actually requires you to be a technology startup.
Right.
So thank you, Paul, for clarifying that, because that was my concern, and that's why they kept going on about VCs and venture capitalists, right, and funding your company. So regardless, if you can't use Atlas, I think, Seth, if you want to just quickly expand a bit more on a C Corp versus an LLC, sure, and why that can be beneficial, that's something we did get out of this.
Absolutely. And keep in mind, too, it could be, I don't know this because I haven't used them for this. We use Stripe, but we don't use them for that reason. It could be a lot, Paul, in how you position it. In other words, it has a lot to do, I'm not saying lie, but you can position it in a way that shows, hey, could you actually qualify as a technology startup? And I would look into that and see. It's amazing what you can do if you position it in the right way and convince them, especially for the technology side of things that you're doing, selling on Amazon. Just a thought there. But yes, absolutely, guys. If you are a company that is an LLC, the disadvantage on taxes is every bit of profit you make, you'll be taxed on as if it is your personal income in the US. That is a higher tax than the tax that your corporation is taxed. So if you're an S Corp or a C Corp, yes, that C Corp or S Corp, you're an employee of your own company. You have to take a reasonable salary. And again, IRS says reasonable, which I know is vague. It's the terms they use because they don't want you claiming, oh, well, you know, my income is $2,000 a year. That's crazy. And people do that to save tax. It has to be reasonable. So let's just say I took, you know, $60,000 a year from my corporation for my own personal expenses. I'm going to pay taxes on that. Then anything else the corporation makes, let's say it's another $400,000 on top, that's also taxed. But those taxes are 15% lower than the taxes, my own personal income taxes. Therefore, I save money through double taxation. It's a tax shelter, technically, being a corporation versus an LLC. Now, one more thought, okay, and keep this in mind, and this really applies to the video I made last night. If you guys didn't get a chance to watch it, that whiteboard is literally still there from last night's video. It's on YouTube. It's a public video for anyone. Balance your resources. Sole proprietorship may be the best thing for you. And you're not worried about taxes. You're worried about saving the little funds you have to get going. But once you start making 20, 30, 40, 50,000 a month, that's going to become significant. You could save hundreds of thousands of dollars a year by doing this the right way. However, if you have a lot of money, more knowledge, there's no reason you shouldn't become a corporation. But a corporation requires you to have at least quarterly meetings. You have to have minutes from those meetings there to prove you're a corporation. Whereas an LLC, you don't have to do that. So sole proprietor is the easiest to start, but you'll save the least on taxes, the least protection. LLC is one step up. A little more expensive, harder to start. Takes a little more. You have to fill out more applications and you have to pay some fees, but you do have protection from being sued, your personal assets. C corporation is even harder, a little more expensive, a little more time. You have to have your minutes from your meetings and all that because now it's a corporation. There's board members on that corporation, but that will save you the most in taxes and you get the most protection. So every one of these options is viable. Look at your resources and make a decision based on that. Now, what if you already have an LLC? Is there something you need to let your accountant know? If you want to change to an S Corp, Tyler, you just need to fill out an application. I don't remember it, but I'm literally in the process of doing this right now for just one dime. I can send you, or just chat on Facebook, say, hey, Seth, tag me and I'll see it. And I can send you the documentation. Your accountant will need to know, yes, if you're going to be an S Corp. We're going to be an LLC/S Corp. That's what we're going to be because technically I'm a board member team, if that makes sense. So yeah. Cool. All right, guys. I believe my accountant said that although you register as an LLC, you can file taxes as a corporation. Not sure. My understanding, Maria, is you have to be an S Corp or C Corp to do it that way, but I could be wrong. I'm not an expert at this. I'm just sharing what I know. Dan's sharing what he knows. So yeah, check with your accountant and go with what they say. And this information relevant if you're not located in the U.S. As far as U.S. taxes, ASAF, it is not relevant. But as far as setting up in Delaware, very relevant. A very strong Amazon seller he lives all around the world. He's a digital nomad. He started his company in Delaware. He built it there because there's a huge tax advantage. And because he's not a U.S. resident, he does not have to pay income taxes via his income from Amazon in the U.S. So it gives him a massive advantage setting up in Delaware. It's the easiest state in the U.S. to incorporate. Cool. All right, guys, we're going to start. Here we go. So I'm going to go back to the Facebook post, Dan. And I don't know if there are many UKers awake or aware right now, but we had just 2 people. So Lipa and Tej, you guys have a huge advantage right now. One of you is going to have a product research done for you today. So here we go. I'm going to share my screen. Dan, let me know when you can see it. We're going to roll the dice, and we're going to see who wins this. One moment, guys. It'll take just a second for it to catch up. Let me know.
Okay, I got it.
All right, so I just put in Lipa and Tej. There's just 2 names in here. I just put Lipa's name first because Lipa was the first one to post, so no offense to you, Tej. And it doesn't matter because I'm going to hit this button right down here, randomizer, or randomize. On your mark, get set, and go. And boom, Tej won. All right, so Tej, congratulations. And Asaph said, come on, Seth. I love it. And Tyler says, me, what about me? So what we did last time is we specifically researched for the US. You have to admit there was a huge advantage of it in the US because there's more people in the US, so your chance of getting picked in the US is higher. So this time we just did it for the UK. And next Monday, we're going to do it for Canada. So we're going to find a product for Tej. So Tej, I hope you're here, because we're going to find a product for you. Now, let me qualify this. What if in this hour, 45 minutes, we don't find a product? We're not going to sell on a product that is half good just so we can accomplish our mission. Sometimes it takes a lot longer than 45 minutes to find a product. We're going to try. But if we don't, at least you'll learn some tips along the way. We're going to be very transparent about everything that we're doing along the way. We need to do just one for Washington State, says Carrie. Maybe we'll do that. We'll do like 50 webinars, and each of them will cover a state in the U.S. That would be hilarious. Or maybe we should do like voting. We'll do a few more for California because they have more population, New York and Texas versus like Wyoming and Delaware. We can have a lot of fun with this, you guys. Yes, Canada is next. Canada is coming around the corner. On Monday, we'll do Canada. Absolutely. And guys, really quick, we have such cool stuff in store for you. We have this opportunity to provide a service where a website is built for you, and it would be a beautiful website. And I won't go any further than that, but to help you out, it would be a service. It would, yes, be something you'd have to pay for, obviously, but you would get a massive deal on it because you're just one time member. That's one thing. Second, we have this opportunity to send to you all of the BSR information for Germany, Canada, United Kingdom, US, Italy, Spain, all the major countries selling Amazon, so you can see the sales per day based on the BSR. And Canadians, I know you will appreciate that because right now there is no affordable way to do that. Well, we paid the money, we got the data, now we're just cleaning it up so it looks nice and pretty. It's super easy to use quickly, but we want to provide this to you guys, and this would not be charged. This we would just give to you guys. So we want to constantly provide resources so you guys can be badass and good at what you do. And so very excited to share that very soon. Well, just 2 little teasers, and now we'll begin. You ready, Dan?
Yes, ready.
All right, awesome. Let's do it. Cool. And then Carrie's going to be in Canada on Monday, so he has a chance to win. Very nice. Okay, let's do it. You want to share your screen, and we'll just start walking right through it?
Sure.
Okay. We'll give it a second for his screen to pop up. And there we go. And please don't feel behind, Anna. The group moves fast, but there is always, always, always space and room for people who are brand new. Don't feel overwhelmed. We keep providing more resources. It doesn't mean you're going to get behind. There is no such thing technically as being behind. Only person you can get behind is yourself. So just as you have questions, ask questions, go through the videos and then the training, you should be fine. Very cool, Anton. Very cool. Yeah, no problem, NJ. Happy to do it. Okay, so Reg, we are doing this for you, my friend. So Dan, we have 3 ways to find this, actually 2 ways in the UK to find this product. We can go to the bestseller list or we can go by keyword. What do you prefer, Dan?
Personally, I enjoy doing the bestsellers list, but I think we've done that one, and we haven't done a product database one, and we haven't done a keyword one. So what do you think we should do today?
Well, the product database is being worked on for the UK. We don't have access to that yet, but we do have the keyword. So let's do the keyword one.
Okay, great. So you're going to go hunt for products.
There we go. So we're just going to take you guys to the process we do searching in the UK.
And click on UK.
Excellent.
Is the spacing all fine, Seth? You can see the full screen.
It's cut off from the left side, but not too much, so you're good. If you drag your window just barely to the right, there we go. Now it's perfect. Now for anyone who's OCD in this group, they are shouting and rejoicing, so we're good.
Okay, great. And then do you know the category?
I don't. And let me go over to Facebook and see if Tej Raj said anything. So, Tej, I don't know if you're in here. I don't see you. But if you're in here, make yourself known so we can help you. But in the meantime, what's that?
Or if anyone else knows which category Tej is looking at.
Yeah, if anyone knows, let us know. I can really quickly pull up our document and see what categories he requested so that we can make sure we're getting the right one for him. Let me do that really quick. It'll just take me a second. His name is easy to find quickly. A moment. All right, almost there, guys. I'm just going over to the right. And yeah, it's not giving me his information on this. So for his product request. So what we're going to do is we're just going to pick one. So why don't we start? Let's let the group pick. Guys, the spinners, very good. What category should we start for Tej? Let's say he's in the UK. What would you recommend as a great category to start in? I'll let you guys pick. Just chat it away, team.
And also, Seth, just while they do that, I was thinking, in terms of actually doing this research, it will actually be better if we do it by the bestsellers list for the webinars, because if we do it the keyword route, we might make the search too narrow. What are your thoughts on that?
I'm completely fine with that. And the nice thing is we'll find it faster, which will get results better. So let's go ahead and go with the bestseller list. And I can grab it for you. This is specifically the United Kingdom bestseller list that we want, not the .com bestseller list. So I can send that to you. Give me 1 second. Unless you already have it on you.
I do have that list.
Okay, great. Just pop it in there and we should be good. And guys, watch how he does this. He's going to drop it into the URL at the top. Just watch this.
I'm just getting a bad gateway. I don't know why I'm getting a bad gateway, yeah.
Amazing, I was down.
Is it?
Yeah, it isn't down. So we're going to do this a different way. If we...
Manual.
Exactly. And this is actually awesome because sometimes this is what you have to do anyways. Let's do this manually. So if you can just pull up the bestseller list, we're just going to hunt without the use of it.
Okay.
Peas and crumpets. I love it, Nathan. That's awesome. Yeah, we can see your screen, man. This looks good. So let's go with baby. That was Lipa's request. So let's go down to the baby category.
Okay, here's baby.
All right, and team, do you guys remember what we are using as parameters for this product? We want it to be between 12 and 85 pounds. If it's too high in expense, it's not an impulse buy. If it's too low, you won't get much profit on it. We want to have, go ahead.
It's 12 to $85. So in the UK, we're looking for about 11 pounds to 67 pounds.
Fair enough. No problem at all. So we'll do 11 to 66. And then on reviews, 0 to 500, we want it to be underneath. Now, Dan, you're selling in the UK. We talked about this. You can go up to 2.2 pounds or 997 in weight in ounces in the UK and still be at within a reasonable weight range to not get a ton of fees, correct?
Yeah, that's correct. I mean, each to their own, but in doing my research, I kept finding quite high potential products which were a little over 1 pound. You know, they were 2.2 pounds. They were about a kilogram, some of these products.
Right.
And then I started researching the fees, and it seemed very doable. For example, obviously at a certain weight, at a certain size, the up to 1,000 grams was a fulfillment fee of £1.77. Up to 1,500 grams was a fulfillment fee of £2.19, and then up to 2,000 grams, which is 2 kilograms, was a fee of £2.41. So I was just having a look at those and working that into the cost, but I think up to a kilogram is doable as long as you just calculate all of your costs.
Okay, no problem at all. So we're looking at 1 kilogram, which equals 2.2 pounds US terms. So, okay, let's go through. So let's find something that's under 500 reviews within the price range. Those are the easiest things, the easiest parameters to spot out first. And by the way, Amazao is up according to Michael and Sue.
Okay, what about something like this? A bit low on price.
Low in price, yeah. We need something 11 pounds to 67, correct?
Yeah. All quite. Just shout if you see something.
Okay.
That's maybe a little bit big. This is something we had a look at the other day.
And what did you think?
No, very doable, but a competitive market.
Very competitive in the US as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's keep going. I tell you, I see Ewan, the dream sheep, or however you say it, Ewan everywhere.
Yeah.
Popping up. He's going to show up in one of my dreams.
Ewan the sheep is everywhere.
What is the Medela Swing Electric Breast Pump? Okay, it's too complicated. Let's keep going. And it doesn't mean never go with electric, guys, but just simple electric. You know, like a thermometer, electric thermometer. Those are really simple. But there's some things that are more complicated. The more moving parts, the greater risk. You know, I'm looking at the Milton cold water steer. Let's check that out. I know it's just over our price limit. Let's check it out, Dan, and see. What is the weight on this thing?
So the #1 bestseller in bottle sterilizers. And if any members want to shout about a brand name being very dominant, they can do in the text box.
Excellent. And I'll mention it. Carrie mentioned Bath Support. Asaph said Safety Corner. Dale Cooper said Lamper Light. We can check those. So 780 grams. What is that in kilograms? Oh, I should know what that is because that goes up to, that's 1.71 pounds. So we're definitely good there. We're still within the kilogram. 1,000.
It's quite
big.
Yeah, it is quite big.
Yeah.
In terms of my measurements for it's actually it's just doable.
Yeah, you don't want it to be more than 46 by 34 by 26 centimeters. And
Yes.
and I will chat this as well in the box. And again, bear with me, guys, because I think U.S. Imperial. I don't think the gram system, even though the gram system makes way more sense. But there you go. So are we within that 46, 34, 26?
Yes.
Yeah, we're close enough. Let's try it, man. So let's go back up. Here's the big question now. So we know, #1, the price range is good. It's on the lower end, and that's okay. You can remember, guys, don't focus on price, focus on value. If you add value, you can justify a higher price. We know it's within the price range. We know it has. How are we on the reviews? 399. Okay, so we're good in reviews. This product is not too saturated yet, although we still have a lot more to learn. The weight is good. The package size is close, but it's good. It does not appear to have any moving parts. It's a sterilizer. Let's play the video. Let's watch the video. See what that teaches us.
I'm having a...
The video has been sterilized and does not work. I tell you what, man, let's do this. Why don't we grab the ASIN and open Amaze out and drop it in there since it's working, and this will save people time. What do you say, Dan?
Okay, let's do it.
All right. Amanda says that Milton is a huge brand. So thank you, Amanda. Let's drop it in Amaze out and see what comes up. Because sometimes huge brands really suck at selling on Amazon, and they're no problem. Other times they can be a major issue, but we will find out. And the other question too is, when people look for sterilizers, does it need to be Milton in their mind? Is that important?
Just doesn't want to open, yeah.
Is Amaze out being stubborn?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll just keep going on here then.
Okay, let's so I mean, at this, what if you're doing this manually? Would you want to go ahead with this even though it's a brand name?
I would want to find out if of the top competitors, if half or more of them are Milton. For example, if there is a no brand name making a lot of money, that means it is not brand controlled. If there's a lot of people making tons of money and they're no brands, then that's not an issue. What did you search to pull these up? What was the search term?
So all I did was take the
got it. Okay, perfect.
In the title, and then I've put it into the normal UK site.
Excellent.
And by scrolling through, yeah, we can see. So there's Milton. So there's quite a lot. And then this Tommy brand is also coming up. There's Milton again.
Yep, let's not do it. Let's not do it. It's too much Milton. We can, just by the fact that they're on the front page, which means their BSR ranking is the top, let's not do it. Let's go with a different one.
Something that Carrie brought up, I was also having a look at it, was a product here, this product. I know the reviews are quite high, but would you consider looking at something like this?
Soft touch bath support. What does it do? Oh, for your baby. Absolutely. Is it too big? And is it too heavy?
We good on the weight?
Yep. 58, 33, 22. And we have
too
46.
Big.
Yeah, it's too big. Because at 46, you don't want any side to be more than 46 centimeters long. So yeah, let's go back.
Okay, so let's keep moving through these. We check this.
And I remember in the early days going through list after list after list after list after list for hours, Dan.
Something like that.
Safety first portable. Yeah, let's look at it. Oh, a bed rail. Okay, what I immediately like about this is it's an accessory to something that people use a lot already. Who doesn't have a special bed, or what do you call those? The rectangular things, a crib, but there's a different one, the bigger one, that you put your baby or child inside. Everyone uses them who has a baby. Most people do. So this is a perfect accessory to that.
This is a bit too heavy and a little bit too big.
Okay, let's keep going. Asaph, he loves this part. He likes going through. See, the part I personally love, Asaph, is differentiation and writing the copy and making it super cool. This part, the finding the product, I don't personally enjoy as much. You may need to download and install latest update of Maisal. Did you just do that, Michael and Sue? Let's keep looking in the meantime, Dan. What about that walking? Oh, go ahead.
It's a little low on price.
Oh yeah, very low on price. I missed that. I noticed a toddler pillow. Can you go back? What about that?
The
The toddler pillow. Yeah, right there.
yeah,
Let's check out the price and weight on that. It's close to big, but it may qualify.
it's a little bit big,
It is a little big. 46.
but
30.
I mean, this kind of product you could fold.
Yes. I have a friend who actually sells these, and they put it in a round wrapping container. What is the weight on it?
It's light, 640 grams,
Wow.
uh,
Not bad
just,
at all.
just over a pound.
That is what, 1.41 pounds. Okay, let's try this one. Let's look into it. Now, something to keep in mind too, you guys. Your chance of finding a product that matches every single qualification for a strong product is very slim. So you're looking at all the data to make a decision. We understand there's a risk with this in its size. However, with pillows, and I know this, you can wrap them into a round cylinder and get a packaging that goes over that and be within that size range so that you are not charged these huge fees for storing in Amazon. So that's what's in the back of my mind as I'm looking at this. But even then, if the demand is great and I can differentiate, there still might be a strong chance of doing really well with this.
So it looks quite good, yeah, in terms of the reviews and the price. The price on some of them is a little bit low, but if you differentiate it correctly, you could bring that price up
Yeah.
to these higher amounts. He has £24.95, $14.99. So this looks quite good. A little tool I use as well is the Unicorn Smash on the browser here. I don't have it on this window now, but that can also give you a feel for the sales.
Right.
And at this point, what would you say would be the next step in the manual approach?
So one of the things we're doing is we want to find out if we're to take all the top competitors, their combined revenue per day needs to be at least 700 pounds to justify saying this has a strong market. Then we'll look at keyword volume research. But the number one most important thing is, what are the sales like? We've qualified this could fit as a potential product. We've looked at the basic parameters. Now what are the sales like? Now, when you're not using Amazao, you can still get a very strong idea of what this is. What is the keyword that you typed in for this product? I missed that part.
Toddler pillow.
Toddler pillow. Okay, so that's good enough. We have pillow, which is the core keyword, toddler, which qualifies it as a subcategory of pillow, so that's good. So let's look at the BSR of the first 5 that come up in your search. Let's start there. That are not sponsored. Non-sponsored, exactly.
Okay, so the first one is 76 in baby.
76 is really good. And what I'm going to do, guys, and this information I can share with you guys soon, because we're going to have a whole sheet with all this data. If it is selling anywhere from 50, if the BSR is between 51 and 100, it should be getting around 9 sales per day. And how much is it selling for?
$14.99.
So $14.99. So if I do $14.99 times 9, 134. We'll just say 135. So that's about 135 per day. Now let's look at the next one.
Okay, so this one's 1,261 in kitchen and home.
Okay, so 1,261. We're looking at around 2 sales a day. And how much is it selling for?
£4.80.
1 second. You said £4.80.
Yeah, very cheap.
Okay, so we'll just say around 10 pounds. Okay, next one.
So this one is selling at £10.99.
And I'm not looking at your screen for the moment because I'm typing on a text edit document. Are
Okay.
all of these truly toddler pillows? Are we using the filtering process and making sure it's relevant?
Yes, these are all toddler pillows.
Awesome, man. All right, so what was it again?
So this one's 825 in baby.
Okay, so we're looking again around 3 sales a day. So, and how much is it selling for?
£10.99.
So about 33 pounds. Got it? All right,
Sure.
let's do 2 more.
Okay, this one is 170,000 in kitchen and home.
and it's a kitchen and home. Interesting. So I'm going to move to a different category because the BSR for kitchen and home sales per day is going to be different than the BSR for baby. So I got, let's see, and what was it again?
It is 170,000.
170,000. So it's too high to even consider. So I'm just going to ignore it. Let's go to the next one.
Okay, and this one is 219 in baby.
Nice. 219 bestseller ranking. Going down to baby, and it is
$8.99.
In one moment. 7 times a day approximately, so 7 sales per day. 8.99 times 7 is 63 pounds. Got it. All right, let's just do a couple more, Dan, and then we'll add these up.
Okay, sure. And then this just shows how important it is to niche down, because you can see this one, although it's not the bestseller in baby, it's the number one bestseller and it has this tag in, I don't even know how to pronounce that.
Bassinet.
Bassinet and cradle sheets.
Okay.
You want to do one more?
Yeah. Really quick, the one you just looked at, was that a toddler pillow or oh no, it's not. Okay, got it. Okay. I see. You're just talking about the category. Yeah, let's do a couple more. And while you're looking that up, I'm going to answer a few questions here. So yeah, apparently we do need to download and install the latest update of Amazal. So we'll do that for next time.
I've got it also open now if you want to jump to that.
Say it again?
I managed to get it open now,
okay.
so if you want to jump to that.
Let's jump over to that. We still got 20 minutes. We can make this go really well. Okay, so how it's not selling well because it looks like the wrong category. How do you check sales for UK? Great question, K. Alex. So what I'm doing is I'm taking data. We paid a lot of money for a tool to get a whole bunch of data. And this data, if I know the BSR range, it gives me estimates of the sales per day. And I have that for the United Kingdom, for Canada, for Germany, for Italy, for Spain. And I'm going to share this information with the entire Just One Dime community so you guys can actually use that. So if you're not using Amazal and you're wondering, hey, BSR, what should I expect it to be selling per day? And remember, it's an estimate. It may be 1 or 2 off, but it is a general estimate. It can get you pretty close, and you can estimate it that way. So yeah. And then Carrie asked a question, do you mind adding your manual calculation text doc to the webinar notes? It would be great to see how you're figuring them out. Yeah, absolutely, Carrie. And we will add this. We will offer this spreadsheet very soon. We just need to clean it up. So right now it's ugly, just to make it more readable, because it's using also extrapolation data, which is on the low and high end is very inaccurate. On the middle end, it's great. So we don't go by the extrapolation, but that is a guide. So without getting all mathematical, long story short, yes, we will do that. And thank you for asking. All right, back to Dan. Let's do it, man.
I've just saved the product from in Amazal on Amazon.
Okay. And now here's a question real quick, not to interrupt you, but see how it says foam baby pillow? And we've been searching baby pillow, right? So we could, if we want, guys, I'll give you an example. Let's say we search baby pillow and the demand is great, but the competition's super high. Guess what we'll do? We will now niche down to not just baby pillow, but what kind of baby pillow? A foam baby pillow, which probably means the demand will go down a bit, but hopefully the competition will go down enough to justify selling this. And again, if there's not more than 20 strong competitors, our chance of getting in the front page of search results is very strong. All right, let's do it, Dan. Hit track this product, and let's just go with baby pillow for now. And we can narrow niche down later if we want to. Exactly, Carrie, you niche it down. Yeah, absolutely, Jorge. This tool, you know, you guys see me change and you change as we grow and learn. I realize more and more and more and more the value of understanding the market is based on where people put their money. Bottom line, not their searches necessarily. Searches help, but you know, they just may be researching. They may have different reasons. This tool is awesome, and you can learn so much about the market just knowing how many sales a day is this product doing. All right, Dan. So we got 20 competitors, 20 strong competitors. So guys, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to filter out the irrelevant ones. So competitors and reports, and let's make sure they're all relevant.
And while this loads, something to note, when you do track the product, just notice how this actually becomes the whole market for baby pillow. Instead of one product, it's telling you about the whole market, as well as how many sales are in the entire market.
Yeah. And it's a very
Okay,
important
so
thing, guys, because you're not selling a product, you're selling a solution to a problem. Yeah,
would
he's
you
going to remove that one. Go ahead, Dan.
would you remove this one?
What is it? Love Nest Original Smoky. Let's leave it for now and come back to it. It is a pillow, but it's just really unique. I would take this one out, though. This is like a full body pillow. That one I definitely keep. So now what we're seeing is some of these pillows are shaped in the shape of sort of an animal like a bear or something. So that could be its own niche that we would research.
This one?
I'd
Maybe
keep it out. Yeah, that's more like a body pillow with a wedge. Yep.
I'd keep that. I'd remove this.
That one above is funny. The kid looks like he's wearing a hat from Star Wars or something. That's just kind of a funny picture. If I was that person, I would have had the baby laying flat, so it's obviously not a hat because that's the first thing that comes to my mind.
This is more of a positioner so they don't roll off of the bed.
Yep, let's take it out. Just ones for their head only.
And this one, this is more full body.
Yeah, let's take it out. Marina says, is it difficult to get into babies category? It's not difficult as long as you're selling something that is no risk to the baby. So as long as it's nothing that they would put inside their body or in their mouth or small, if you do that, then you have to go through a process of getting approved, which numerous people in this community have done, but it's a long, hard process. So yeah. All right, now guys, notice we're down to 14 competitors. Can you highlight that, Dan, just so they can see? Of the 144,000 competitors, there's only 14 strong ones that are relevant. Kind of like keyword research. You're looking for the strong ones and the relevant ones. And Carrie wants to lay in that thing. Yeah. And Ken says, how many different keywords would you research for a product at this early stage? Ken, this is going to sound like such a generic answer. As many as it takes. As many as it takes. I might start with baby pillow and end up with foam, animal-shaped baby pillow, and that's the market I'm going to dominate. But it could turn out that market is so niche down, there's not enough demand. So I need to back up and go to a broader category. Remember, your keywords are just to find categories of markets. That's all they are. They're like an entry point into that market. Dan, what would you do now? You're searching this product. You want to sell it. You're interested. What would be your next step?
Definitely the monthly searches at this point.
Let's do it.
And just get a feel for this.
Now, a lot of people are going to see this and they go, whoa, how did Dan do that? He's got this super cool tool that has Italy, Spain, Canada, I believe. Can you move Amaze out so we can see all of them? And people are going to go like, come on, Dan, how did you get this? Germany? This is something else we are talking about offering you guys as well to help you out. Yes, so excited about that. You know, Dan, here's what I'll do. Because you've used up your daily limit, because you've been a little selfish about your keywords. I am going to share my screen.
I can use it here, Seth.
You can use it where? Let me go back.
This should work. Do you want to use
there you go. Awesome. For some, I thought it looked like it said you had used up your limit, but apparently you did not.
I just opened it in another tab in case that happened.
Gotcha. Okay. Garlic press is everywhere, but I think the fidget spinner is the new garlic press.
Okay, so you want to put in baby pillow?
Let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. Baby pillow. We'll start with that.
Okay,
yeah, I agree. 22 is too many, with some exceptions. 10 to 15 is ideal. Yep. Ace, go ahead, Dan.
I'm just saying, make sure when you do this that you're doing this for the UK.
Right. Make sure it's on the UK tab. Now, just so you guys know, this is a beta version. It's a special thing. So we may be giving you guys access to this very soon if you're in the UK, so you can get that research data, which would be awesome. Man, 30,000. That's, I mean, just for baby pillow alone, the demand based on keyword volume is very good.
Sure. And then I would take the top 5 of these, as long as they are relevant to the product, add those together, and that would be the search volume I would enter into that tab. And if you're struggling with merchant words, you can also, of course, use your like keyword inspector to do this if you buy credits there.
Right.
I would, in general, just take the top 5 search terms that are relevant,
Right.
for that amount.
Yep, I agree. As long as they're relevant. And here, how do you know if it's relevant? If you were to search, let's take the second one, baby pillowcase. Would Dan's product satisfy the need? Well, if he's selling a pillow, no. Let's see, baby bath pillow. It depends. Is it for a bath? So you only want the ones that are relevant, you guys. It could churn out. I see baby pillows, baby sleep pillow. Those are definitely relevant. Yeah.
So there we've got 5,600 baby pillows. I mean, maybe you do a set or something, then that would be relevant.
Yep.
Baby pillow set.
Mm-hmm. And you could bundle it, so you have one that's just a pillow, then the next one's a pillow with a case, the next one's a pillow with a case and a cover, maybe something else.
Baby neck pillows here as well, so that puts us at about, if we use those 3, that puts us at 40,000.
Yep. Let's just go with that for now, just for time's sake. When you're doing your real research later on thoroughly, you guys could add more, but let's just go with 40,000 for now, Dan. And Rob, I read your mind, brother, because I posted the answer to your question 2 comments before. So your combined relevant keyword search volume, you want to be at least 10,000 or more for the UK. As a general rule of thumb. And again, this is not a hard and fast rule, man. If you're, 9,999, there's a problem. You could be at 8,000 and still justify because the sales are so strong. That just means it's a newer product and people aren't researching it as much. But as a general rule of thumb, yes, use 10,000 for the UK, 15,000 for the US, and 6,000 for Canada. Now, guys, why is he clicking on Google Trends? Go ahead, Dan. Oh, wow.
Yeah, so then I would just check Google Trends just to make sure it's not too seasonal, that it's down in one whole section of the year and up in the other. But this seems to be actually tracking upwards over time.
Yeah.
With little variations through the year, but it's not dropping down here and up there. So not very seasonal.
Yeah. There's a couple really good questions. So first of all, Carrie made a point. These keywords are cool because they give us ideas for add-ons. 100% true. They tell you what people are looking for. Oh, I could add, they talk about a pillowcase. I could add that to differentiate my product. Now, Asaph has a great point. He says, I keep adding keywords, but sometimes I have 3 major volume results. So in other words, one word might have 30,000, the next 10, the next 2,000, and then a lot of small ones niched with only hundreds of results. And Asaph, that's perfectly normal. So what you want to do, and this is now going to answer Tyler's question, when I add a bunch of keywords, then my competitors go up, is you have to decide on what keyword, what niche you want to focus on. Right now, you're just doing research. So if you have 3 different keywords and a whole bunch of competitors, like combined competitors is a ton, that's fine. The main question is, which one of these long tail keywords do you want to dominate? That's what you're doing. You're not combining it all. In other words, if baby pillow has let's say 14 competitors like here, baby neck pillow has 13 competitors, and baby neck rest pillow has 2 competitors. You don't add all those competitors up and count that as my number of competitors, because you just looked at 3 different niches. See, you want to add keywords to understand this market and decide which one you're going to focus in on. Now, you might add all those keywords to your listing so you get more traffic on Amazon, but you're still focusing on one main keyword. I hope that is helpful, Tyler and Asaph. And then Paul says this, Dan. So we can look at a given product, and depending on the keyword, it might go from an unattractive product to an attractive one. Absolutely, Paul. Because remember, your keyword, all it is a matchmaker. You have a shopper over here, they need something, and you have a product over here. How do they meet? The keyword connects them. The keyword is simply a way to look at a market. That's all it is. And then Asaph says, so is there a special criteria parameter to decide on which niche I should go? Yes, in general, Asaph, part of it is just going to be intuition and an experience, but part of it is this. Find the one with the strongest demand and lower competition. And the most important way to find demand, guys, is not keyword search volume. That helps, but it's not as important as sales. In fact, let's talk about that now, Dan. What do you think of these sales?
I think the sales are actually excellent because in the UK we're looking for an amount relative to dollars. We're looking for an amount that's $700 or more for
Yeah,
the whole market, and here we're looking at almost double that, more than double that. Sorry,
yeah,
um, £1,600. So that is a huge market, and that's, in my opinion, as well, more important than the keywords because these are actual sales.
right, right. And so what I can say based on this data, 1,661 pounds are coming into Amazon every day from these 14 competitors. So if I just do 1,661 divided by 14, that's $118 a day. $118 a day is sorry, pounds. I need to transfer my currency thinking. I need to go to UK and spend a year there. 3,540 pounds a month. So right now, if I was to sell this product, I could definitely be as strong as one of these competitors. It'll take some work, but I could expect around 3,500 pounds a month if I was doing as well as one of these competitors. Now, again, that's an overall. Some of these competitors are doing higher, some lower, but the combined ends up being around 3,540 pounds a month. And when you look at Google Trends, what does that tell me about the potential future?
Yeah, upward direction over time.
Yeah,
So I would say it looks good. Also, the just to note, the median price here is very good because you want about with the UK, you want at least half the sellers selling over £12.
right.
We've got a median price of around £12, so that's also very good.
Yeah,
And then now we would just have to look at the buy price.
yeah. And check this out, Dan. Look at the reviews. Yeah, it looks like you were going there. That's amazing. If the middle review, okay, if of these 14 competitors, the middle one has 27 approximately, you can't get half a review, 27.5 reviews, that tells me they're selling this well already. That tells me it has to be a newer product. If it was an older product, that middle reviews would be up higher. So this means it's a newer product and its future is strong. It's probably going up because I don't think people are planning on not having babies. According to Google Trends, people are going to have lots of babies in the UK. So this is, so far, as I look at this, I'm getting more and more excited about this product. In fact, I think we should stop it, and I'm gonna go source it right now. No, this is awesome.
And with these median reviews, I mean, you could outperform this number just with the launch.
Oh my
Uh,
goodness, guys, you could do 40 reviews in a week on this thing with our group. Like, think about that. You'd be just like, boom, you're crushing it. This is so cool. Mashfiq asked a really good question, Dan. He says, Seth, do you put all the keywords you use on the title and bullet points on the back end and field as well? So what I do, Mashfiq, is I like to call them power keywords, 6 to 7 most highly relevant and highly searched for, highly volume keywords, and put those, 2 of them will go in the title. The rest, at least one time, will go in the bullet points. Not each one repeated, but just all of them end up being at least once in all the bullet points. And then all of that in the product description, all of that on the back end, and then other words on the back end as well that are not quite as high volume, but still relevant. That's how I like to do it. But you don't want to keyword stuff it, because if it doesn't, Amazon is grading, ranking more and more based on how people would naturally search for something, talk about something, look for something. More and more, that's becoming powerful. So definitely don't overdo it, but yeah, use the best ones for sure.
okay, do you want to go to this last step?
Let's do it, man. Absolutely.
Okay, so we load the buy price. It'll bring up Alibaba. And here we can just, let me get this window right. here we can have a look at the prices of the competitors for baby pillow is the keyword. You can tick off trade assurance and gold supplier and assess supplier if you want to, just for that extra assurance. And then, I mean, when I go through Alibaba with suppliers, I look for a lot of differentiation ideas as well as I do this. Like this one has an animal with it, so maybe we could do a more traditional pillow, but maybe with an animal, or just get ideas
Right.
of how to differentiate the product. But if we just look at price here, would you, Seth, be looking for one like this, the Star Wars one, or the traditional one?
Give me just literally 2 seconds. I'm writing something for Rob really quick, and all of them in the back end, plus other lower volume, super relevant keywords. There may be some misspells in there, Rob, because I wrote it fast. Okay, back to you, Dan. My brain is very limited in how many things you can do at the same time. What was your question, brother?
So there's two versions here. The first version is this kind of one, the Star Wars looking one. The other one is the more traditional one, the rectangular one.
Yeah.
So, I mean, at this point, you'd have to choose which way you're going to go with these.
Yeah, this is a really, really, really excellent point, you guys, because now we have this subcategory. It would be wise to break it and compare both. So what I would do, and we don't have time for this today because it's 1 o'clock here, but what I would do is go back into Amazao, and let's do that really quick, Dan. Can we go back to Amazao?
Sure.
And click on competitors and reports, and let's look at the 14 top performers. Let's try to figure out, we're going to break these up into 2 categories and compare them. And let's try to figure out, what do you call the Star Wars looking pillow? And you know, it's interesting to me. Let's see, it says Baby Move Original Smoky. I don't know what they mean by smoky. You?
No, I think it's
Flattened head syndrome. Oh, it's to help them not get the flattened head because it has the hole in it. When my kids were little, they had the back of their head was, got that alien. No disrespect to my kids, I love them to death, but they got the alien thing going. Like you put your hand on the head and also, wait a minute, it's flat. That's what that is. Smoky may mean color. You're probably right, Marina. Yeah, head shaping pillow. There we go. Boom, Wookiee. Yeah, exactly. Okay, you guys are awesome. So the community just figured it out. So head shaping pillows, baby head shaping pillows. Maybe that would be the right keyword. So we would track a new product. Let's show them how to do that really quick, Dan. So can you go back to, go to tracked products.
Okay, sorry, 1 sec.
Yeah, no problem. I want to show you guys how to actually do it from here. Click on track product and then scroll to the top. Yeah, click on track products first. We have to do it from there. And then just at the top, see where it says track product? Right there. We can just do it from here without having to go hunting. So let's click on that and type in, let's see. I would take more time, you guys, and look at all the top competitors, but I'm just going to go with exactly what Dan's writing. Baby head shaping pillow.
Would you remove
non-head flattening pillow? Remove the, no, you're good. Let's go with this, man. We're good. Yeah. You're right, Asaph. They're gonna watch this video. I'm gonna be in trouble. Yeah, you're exactly right, Asaph. Lipa, what's the problem? Oh, you have this problem now with your baby. Okay, yeah. Yep. So you understand.
It's just loading.
Yep, no problem. So what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to ask now, okay, for the baby head shaking pillow, what are the competitors? What is this volume? See, now we're down to 8. We found a niche of a niche of a niche. We went from pillow to baby pillow to head shaping baby pillow. We're really niched down now. And look, now we're seeing some different competitors. So what I would do to go back to some of your guys' different comments, that's very funny, Tyler, a flatheader. It sounds like a geographical community, like those are the flatheaders live over there. Their parents didn't care very much. what we could do, man, that really threw me off. I got to think what I was saying. This is terrible. What you're doing is now we're looking at two categories. We're going to look at this category, and my question is, what are the daily sales? Is there demand? Then we'll go look at the more traditional and look at that one. Oh my goodness, Dan.
But this has brought up US for some reason.
What happened?
I'm not certain.
Oh, you know what? I know what happened. It defaulted to US. So we would actually have to go to, we'd have to go to Hunt for Products. Yeah. But we'll stop there. But guys, really quick, just look at this. Let's just imagine that was UK, just for illustrative purposes. If that was 2170 pounds per day, would be very high for UK. Compared to the other one, we know which one we're going to go with. But what you want to do is separate the traditional pillows from the non-head flattener pillows and find out which one has better demand and not too much competition. That's how you product research. You keep niching down. We're learning all about baby pillows right now. Just by doing this, we're understanding markets. So, awesome.
Sure. I think that would be an even better niche, and that's also going to reduce your competitors, probably half the amount of competitors.
Yeah.
And bring this median price up as well.
Yeah. Yep. And like Carrie said, look at the sales volume. Tyler said it looks better than traditional, and that's based on it is US to be fair, so it's going to have higher volume. That was supposed to be UK, but yeah, cool. Hey guys, hope this is helpful for you, and I want to see if anyone else. Okay, so Tej Raj, this is for you. I hope you enjoy. I hope you watch this so you can go snatch this, because I think Lipa is like, hey, Lipa recommended this category, so maybe Lipa's going to run with this. I don't know. What do you think, Dan?
I would. I think it's a very good product.
Yeah.
I'm actually surprised because last week So this seems like a very high potential product.
Yeah, it definitely does. Yeah, I'm gonna take one more question. Ray Turner says, I've sourced some products that the supplier cannot give me a sample of because the design is held by another customer. I'm not a designer, especially complicated ones. Is this a reasonable price design company? Oh, is there a reasonable price design company you use that I might say this because many of the pillows you showed had special? Ray, I am having trouble understanding the question. If I understand you right, you're looking for a supplier we can recommend that can prototype something for you. And I have someone I could point you to right away if that's what you're asking. So yeah.
I think he's also just talking about maybe patented technology, or maybe something like that, specific design of, say, a pillow.
Right.
But as you said, you know someone, and you can always differentiate these products your own way,
right.
Not that other person's patent.
Yep. Very good. Cool. Well, Dan, thank you so much. Everyone, thank you for your input. I hope you guys have a super awesome week, and I hope this has helped you guys have value. Carrie likes your shirt, and Mashfiq likes your voice. So good job, Dan.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for having me, Seth.
All right, guys. Have an awesome day. I'll see you.
Bye.